How's it going, everyone? And welcome back to some more Phoenix Wright, Ace Attorney, Justice for All. And hey, Husky, how's it going? What the hell are you saying? I don't understand any of it, but I'm gonna say hi anyways because I'm a nice person. Hello. So, yeah, we're back. Phoenix Wright, Ace Attorney, Justice for All. And, this is merely like to be another chill stream before tomorrow because tomorrow is the big day, the day that I'm finally gonna touch the Zelda franchise and in all its glory, and it's gonna be amazing and all that stuff, you know, basic gamer instinct stuff. Because come on, I can't be a real gamer if I haven't touched the Legend of Zelda franchise ever. I have everything set up. The only thing I need now is the layout, which I'm gonna work on today after the stream, as well as, you know, other stuff. I'm also and hey Matthew, how's it going? Thanks for coming in. Yes, I can see that. And yes, I do know Spanish, and please stop. I don't understand any of you. Anyways, as I was saying, the only thing I need now is the layout for the stream, and yeah, that's gonna be fun. I'm looking forward to it. I've already configured all the controls. I've already done everything. It's just the layout that's required. Also, there was something else I wanted to say now. Oh yeah, as you guys may know, my laptop is like without an E key right now, and that's, you know, fun. So I had to order another today, a replacement key, which is gonna take a while to get until like it's up to 5 days of the week. But fortunately, it was sent today because I made the purchase before 2:30 p.m., which is fairly good. And yeah, that's basically it, which is why I'm delaying a lot of stuff. Like I can't write the script right now; it's impossible. I can't edit videos. Husky, come on, come on, man, just stop, please, come on. Anyways, that's exceedingly. God damn it! Stop making fun of me. Anyways, so last episode we started Farewell My Turnabout, which is, well, without question the best case in this game. And now we're on to the first trial day, so let's just jump into it. March 22nd, 9:47 a.m., District Court, Defendant Lobby number 3. Adrian did it? That's what it looks like. Dude, no way. That woman couldn't do anything like that. In court today, there will be a mountain of evidence that will implicate you. A mountain of evidence. I'm certain there is someone out there trying very hard to pin this whole thing on you. Fire Emblem 6 S6 E's, I get it. E. Please, Mr. Lawyer, do like I said yesterday. I'm refreshing like a spring breeze, alright? I can't let any sort of scandal ruin that. I understand. Well, it's almost time. Mia. Must get a complete acquittal tonight. I know. I can't focus on my situation right now. Or Pearl's either. No matter what, I have to focus on winning this case by the end of the day. Indeed. Well, let's get going. Oh, god damn it. It's him. This is Wright. Good morning. This is it, Mr. Attorney. The day of the trial. Maya, she's unharmed, right? Well, when I checked on her earlier this morning, she seemed a bit, how shall I say, tired. Don't worry, people don't die that easily. Besides, what you really should be concentrating on is winning today's trial. For myself, you must win today's trial. Which is why I sent you a little present this morning. Present? What in the world would you want to give me? You'll figure it out once the trial opens. Even if you don't like my gift, I expect you to graciously accept it and win the day's contest, if you please. Wait! The kidnapper sent me a present? Mr. Lawyer dude, who was that? Is it more milk? I don't think so. No one. It has nothing to do with you, so forget you heard anything. Dude, did your nose just get longer? Alright, March 22nd, 10 a.m., District Court, courtroom number 3. Oh, the prosecution bench is empty. Court is now in session for the trial of Madame Gar. Are the prosecution and defense ready? The defense is ready, Your Honor. Yeah, the prosecution's bench is empty. I say, Mr. Wright, what happened to Miss Von Karma? I don't know, Your Honor. Why are you getting mad at me? Your Honor. Please be quiet, bailiff. Court is in session. If you must tell me something, please keep it brief. Now then, what is it? Prosecutor Von Karma has... This morning, Miss Von Karma was shot by an unknown gunman. What? Shot? See, I told you you'd need pistols. Somehow, I think this is the present that man was talking about. His present. Miss Von Karma is one of the top prosecutors in the country at the moment. She disappeared. This will be to your advantage. This is totally insane! Miss Von Karma is still right? I don't have her answer. She's alive and in stable condition. That's good. Phew. I thought he'd show up. Your Honor, due to the circumstances, Miss Francisca Von Karma cannot appear in court today. He's back. He's back in business, baby. I, Miles Edgeworth, will be taking her place. Not anymore, Matthew. He was the edge in the first game. The prosecution is ready, naturally. Miss Von Karma was shot in her right shoulder and is currently undergoing surgery. Luckily, I have looked this case over and I'm familiar with the details. The prosecution seeks to prove the guilt of Mr. Maddengar. The court acknowledges the prosecution. Right. Finally found the answer I was struggling for on my long journey this past year. His hair looks like a spider? It kinda does. By the time this case comes to an end, you too will know the answer. Now then, the prosecution would like to call its first witness. Please bring Detective Gumshoe to the witness stand. Let's do this! Witness, your name and occupation.
My name's Dick Gumshoe, sir. I'm a detective down at the precinct, for now. For now? After this trial's over, I'm supposed to turn in my badge, sir.
Detective Gumshoe. You're not a clown, you're not a clown, you're the whole circus. Man, that meme is so funny. The prosecution has no need for the pressed witness. Lift your head up and face it forward like a proud officer, Detective Dick Gumshoe.
Yes, sir.
Now, let's have your testimony. If we want to explore the various facets of this case, we will start with that. Get ready, Phoenix. This is going to be one very rough fight. Yeah, it would have to be with Edgeworth as my opponent. The answer he was struggling for. Interesting. Show me this answer you finally found, Edgeworth. I love that music, by the way. The great revival of Miles Edgeworth. Bare facts of the case.
This murder happened after the Hero of Heroes award ceremony, sir. The victim, Juan Corrida, was found dead in his hotel room. After looking into the cause of death, we believe he was definitely murdered, sir. At first, we thought there was something suspicious about the empty guitar case. However, we later found out that the guitar case had nothing to do with the murder.
After the award ceremony ended, the victim was alone in his room?
Yes, sir. Both the victim and the defendant went alone to their room, sir.
I see. Mr. Wright, you may begin your cross-examination. This dead guy was definitely murdered. I mean, we wouldn't be here otherwise, right? Like, come on, Edgeworth, let's do this. Alright, happened after the Hero of Heroes award ceremony. The dead guy definitely died. Yep. Would you please give us a brief timeline of what happened after the ceremony?
Okay, pal. The ceremony started at 6 p.m. It ended around 8 p.m., and then there was a short break. A special post-ceremony show was supposed to start in the lobby 30 minutes later.
That's when the victim's body was found, correct? Which is to say, the murder occurred during that 30-minute break period. Please continue with your testimony, Detective. The victim was found dead in his hotel room. The person who discovered the victim's body was Adrian Andrews, correct?
Yeah.
Who is this Adrian Andrews you're talking about?
She's the defendant, Madame Guard's manager. She's a really pretty lady, sir.
Ah, so she's a pretty lady. I wonder if she will grace us with her presence.
When the post-ceremony show was about to start, she went to get Mr. Ungard. After visiting his room, she next went to the victim's room to get him for the show, sir.
I see. And that's when she found the victim's body.
That makes sense so far.
Looking into the cause of death, we believe he was definitely murdered. Alright. Wait, let me just see something really quickly. How old was he? Yeah, he was 21. The cause of death. I wonder. He was a healthy young male. Oh, couldn't possibly be murdered. The cause of death. Wasn't that because Mr. Korea was stabbed in the chest? Only a careless amateur would believe something so brainless as that now. I wonder what shows he was murdered. Drugs. Fair enough. Take a good hard look at the crime photo. Now, a real pro's attention will be drawn here to this bandana. Banana. His bandana, sir? That's the thing wrapped tightly around his neck, sir. Oh, yes, I see. His banana-scented bandana. You idiot. Thanks to me. Then what about the knife? Seems to have been stuck in the victim's chest on purpose after his death. We have a crafty murderer on our hands here. Banana found. Alright, the autopsy report was updated. Edward's like, good. Update that autopsy report. Gotta love it. First we thought there was something suspicious about the empty guitar case. And why did you think that? As it was empty, pal. The Jammin' Ninja doesn't go anywhere without his bright red guitar. And we couldn't find it anywhere at the scene of the crime. Oh, then how about this theory? A fan really wanted the guitar and did the crime to get it. How's that? We thought of that too, but the only fingerprints on the guitar case were the victims. Only the victims, huh? Ninja. Oh god. No, stop. It's the Jammin' Ninja. It's a good I'm not gonna continue that. I see. So much for my theory then. Alright. Last bit of testimony. However, we later found out that the guitar case had nothing to do with the murdering. Are you sure about this? What convinced you it had nothing to do with the case? The guitar wasn't at the Gate Owner Hotel that night. Well then, where was it? The bright red guitar was eventually found at the TV studio. Sweet, great. Yep. Victim Juan Corrida had apparently only taken the case with him, sir. So you mean he forgot to put the guitar inside the case? Yes, sir. Even when he was on stage for the ceremony, he didn't have his guitar. So that guitar case was empty before he got to the hotel. Starting his... Oh! What? Okay, that's alright, I guess. What? Okay, I'm not gonna question. Yeah, that's right. So it really had nothing to do with the case after all. I believe that is enough. First, the victim was choked to death with his bandana. Then, after the victim was dead, the killer deliberately stabbed him with a knife. Which brings me to my next point. Why then did the police arrest Madangard? Because there was reason enough to suspect him. Here it comes. Looks like Edgeworth's back in full swing. Very well, Detective Gumshoe, please testify about this matter. You're not a clown. You're the whole circus. Yes, sir. Why arrest Angard? Madangard and Juan Corrida were huge rivals with each other. They each thought the other guy was in his way. That's motive enough in my book. As for evidence, there's the Jammin' Ninja's button. It was ripped off the ninja costume and was found in Mr. Angard's akama. The defendant's fingerprints were also all over the knife. The defendant bought the knife for the crime, which makes this a premeditated murder. Oh, wait a minute. I know this one. So the defendant's fingerprints were found on the knife used in the stabbing. It was sort of sticky on the handle, so the fingerprints came out pretty clearly, sir. And there's this button. I was found in the defendant's clothes, was it? And is this button also covered in blood? Yes, and we know that the blood on it is the victim's blood, sir. What? Oh, that's not good. Aren't they, like, refusing to... Oh, yeah, yeah, they did. They did that. I don't really want to touch that topic, honestly, guys. I avoid drama at all costs. That's one of my mottos. I really dislike drama in any case, any circumstance. I'm like, dude, I'm refreshing like a... No, I'm not. I'm not. All of this points very clearly to the defendant, doesn't it? Yes, it most certainly does, Your Honor. Ready to give in yet, right? Llama drama. I'll find the hole in your arguments somehow. You can press as hard as you'd like, just hurry up with your usual pointless questions. And there's blood on it. How shocking! Alright, why arrest on guard? I think I know this one, but I'm gonna press everything, just to be sure. But in terms of popularity, Mr. Ungar won, did he not? Yeah, but you know what's ironic, pal? Juan Corrida was always one step behind Mr. Ungar in everything. This year, it seemed like he'd finally got up ready for the big final showdown. But Mr. Corrida lost the Grand Prix in the end. That is too bad. He must have been pretty downhearted after losing. They each thought the other guy was in his way. That's motive enough in my book. Wait just 1 second here. Mr. Ungar was beating Mr. Corrida in the popularity polls. Well, yeah, I guess, but... Which means that in the defendant's eyes, the victim was not a rival at all. Which means he had no motive to kill at all. Yes, I quite agree. Well, detective. It's not, well... I guess if you put it that way, then yeah, the defendant would have had no motive. Here we go. Detective, I'm beginning to see why you were fired. Hey, no, not you too, Mr. Edgeworth, sir, that's... I look forward to your pension negotiations. No! For gumshoe. Now, detective, let's continue with the testimony. No, not my poor pension, too. Detective, if you value your money, I suggest you proceed. Yes, sir. We can talk about my pension later, sir. What about what I was saying? Hello? Anyone? So for evidence, there's the gem and ninjas button. Do you have any proof that button belonged to the victim? Huh? I don't get you, pal. Oh, let me put it this way. I'm asking if you have any evidence to back up your claim that this button was ripped off of the gem and ninjas costume. Huh? But can't you tell just by looking at it? And the victim's blood's on it. Anyone could have smeared that blood on there afterwards. And hey, Killer Darkrai, how's it going? Thanks for coming in and welcome to the first trial day of Farewell, My Turnabout. Mr. Ashworth, help me, sir. Alright, I knew it had to be this piece of evidence. Now, to reel this one in. Red. Huh? The button was attached to the costume by thread, obviously, and that thread snapped when the button was turned off. If you match up the ends of the thread on the costume with the thread on the button, it's a perfect match. Yeah, that's it. They're a perfect match, pal. Ugh. That's Edgeworth for you. Never misses a beat. It was ripped off of the ninja costume and was found in Mr. Ungar's Akama. Akama. Now, when was this button found? Pretty soon after the body was found, we rounded up everyone who knew Mr. Corrida, and then we did a search on them all. That's when we found the button. So it was almost immediately after the murder. The police didn't have the free time to lollygag and play tricks unlike some people. Hey, what is he trying to say about me here? The defendant's fingerprints were also all over the knife. How were the fingerprints arranged on the knife? Huh? What do you mean, pal? By examining the fingerprints, you can determine how the defendant held the knife. For example, did he hold it normally or overhand? Oh, is that what you meant? Well, we didn't actually think of that. I can't believe the bumbling of this department. Hopeless. Were you paying attention to the testimony, right? The defendant's fingerprints were all over the knife. There is no way to determine how the knife was held at the moment of the murder. So is this defendant the owner of this knife, then? The defendant bought the knife for the crime. And this is where his testimony falls apart, because in the grip, Gatewater is engraved. Objection! Wait a second. What? So the basis of your argument that this was a premeditated murder is simply that my client bought a knife beforehand. That's right, pal. The defendant did not buy this knife. Huh? Take a good look at the handle of this knife and you'll know what I'm talking about. Huh? Bought a knife.
has a gate water seal set into the handle.
Gate water? I think I've heard that name somewhere before. That's the name of the hotel, the Gate Water Hotel? Uh-oh. Yes. The murder knife was actually property of the hotel, which means this murder was not premeditated.
Yes, that is very true. This is a very big...
You're getting close to Watergate.
What is it, Mr. Edgeworth?
I'm sorry, but the defense is simply too careless. What?
Oh, I've got you now, bitch.
I think whether the crime was premeditated or not has already been determined.
How so?
I admit this knife is hotel property. There is no one currently on the police force that is dumb enough not to realize this.
That I didn't...
Oh, got you. The question is, where did this knife come from?
Why, that's obvious. It came from the victim, Mr. Corrida's room.
Sorry, Your Honor, but that is incorrect. The victim ate a last meal before he was murdered. With that being the case, I would like to draw the court's attention to what is on top of the table.
There's a knife and a fork on the table. You know, normal kitchen utensils. He ate with a knife and a fork. Oh my god, that's scandalous. Then, where in the world did this knife come from?
If it pleases the court, I would like for us to recall the room of the defendant, Mr. Madengard. Especially what was on top of his table. There's something missing. Perhaps, is it a single knife? We investigated the leftover dishes for fingerprints, and while we were investigating, we came to the conclusion that Mr. Madengard's knife was missing. Yeah, well, it's kind of like that in every single case, come on. Mr. Engard had gone to the victim's room with a knife he had used during dinner. Why would he carry a knife on a visit? To kill, of course. And with that, I believe the prosecution has proven this was a premeditated murder. Well then, that's not good.
Amazing, Mr. Edgeworth. Absolutely brilliant. A brilliantly clear deduction.
It seems like Edgeworth had this plan from the very beginning. This must be one of those traps, and I just walked headlong into it.
Her weapon with fingerprints and a button from the victim's costume. There is quite a sizable amount of evidence here.
I can safely say that any further deliberation is a waste of your Honor's time. Although, I wouldn't mind if the defense were to present evidence not yet shown to the court. Evidence not yet shown? It means evidence that the court hasn't seen yet. In other words, new evidence.
What does the defense have to say about this, Mr. Wright?
Well, Phoenix, the judge is favoring the prosecution right now. If we answer with something wrong here, that gavel of his will be ringing out to the sound of our feet. Okay, this sounds like a safe place to save. I have the save button, Edgeworth. You cannot take that away from me.
Mr. Wright, do you have something important and necessary to present to this court?
Yes, I do, I think. There's one. One piece of evidence that catches my attention. Something that this court has yet to see.
Mr. Wright, I will say this one more time. I do not feel this trial needs to continue at all. However, I am giving you one chance, and only one.
What the judge is saying, right, is don't try pulling one of your usual bluffs here. I messed this up, it's curtains for all of us. Oh my god, it's the unlimited penalty! I forgot about this! Okay, that's not good. That's not good at all, actually. I don't know this one.
Now then, what is this important evidence that you must show to the court?
Oh god, And hey golly, how's it going? Thanks for coming in. You have coffee? Well, wrong game. That's Trials and Tribulations, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, it is. Of course it is. What am I talking about? Oh god, I don't know. That's not good. Oh yeah, right. It's him that says that. I need to think about this one. Alright. What is this important evidence that you must show to the courts? Oh god, I don't know. The wine glass? No, it can't be. Oh, for fuck's sake, I'm stuck. Don't you just love it when you're stuck? Well, I'm gonna present the wine glass, but I'm not sure if that's the thing. Bro. It has to be. Damn it! Oh god. Anybody got any ideas? Because I'm actually fucking stuck. And I can't believe I'm actually stuck. I could really use some help. Not a clue. Well, good. Oh wow, thanks Matthew. I really appreciate that tip. Well, screw it. I saved anyways. Oh, I got it right. I got it right. Oh, that was lucky. That was lucky. This is a wine glass, is it not? Please look at the photo of the crime scene one more time. Scene is a mess because of the victim's struggle against his assailant. I'm gonna save. That one was, don't want to get by that again. The vase was broken, his makeup is all over the floor. These were all things that were, at one point, sitting on top of the dresser. Well, yes, I see your point. However, this glass that is sitting on top of the dresser is mysteriously untouched. The only thing that had not fallen over along with everything else is this wine glass. This piece of evidence is more than strange enough to warrant further consideration. Well, what do you all have to say? Oh, well, yes. It is a little peculiar. Yes, isn't it? I thought it was! You can stop looking at me with those puppy dog eyes of yours now. Mr. Edgeworth? What is it, Your Honor? Your opinion. You don't need my opinion, because there is no special meaning to that glass. What? It's safe to say that the glass was set there after the crime took place. By the person who discovered the body, Adrian Andrews, for example. She could have easily been so shocked that she set the glass down without thinking. That does sound very plausible, Mr. Wright. Did Miss Andrews really have set that glass down without thinking? There's no way. If I appear weak here, the trial is over. I can look for my proof later. For now, I should trust my instinct and point with certainty. You just might fall for it if you're thought-provoking enough. The defense would like to challenge the prosecution's theory. We would like to see something that proves it was Miss Andrews who set the cup on the table. You've turned the situation on its head yet again, as usual. Sir Edgeworth, do you have any proof to back up your claim? There's no way he has any. He's just bluffing. Unlike Mr. Wright, I never say anything unless I have the evidence to support it. What? Oh god. You're not thinking hard enough today, Wright. Did you think this wine glass escaped my notice? Then, of course it has been thoroughly inspected for fingerprints. Fingerprints? There were only one set of fingerprints left on this wine glass. Only one? Well, whose were they? They were not the victims, nor the defendants. Rather, they were one Adrian Andrews. What? Oh god. That is why I said that the person who had discovered the body had left it there. Are we done here, Mr. Wright? I can't believe I fell into another trap. Miss Andrews was probably holding the glass when she went to see Mr. Correa. But upon seeing his dead body, she was stunned and set the glass down on the dresser. What you just said makes a lot of sense. Now do you see, Wright? You can't change any part of my scenario as it explains everything all too well. I thought long and hard this past year about what it means to be a prosecutor. And from here on out, I will show you the answer I have come to discover. Wait a second, Mr. Edgeworth. I think the prosecution has provided enough evidence for me to enter my verdict. Unfortunately, I cannot allow you to pass judgment yet. The prosecution has yet another witness we would like the court to hear from. Another witness? Yes. Bailiff, please bring in the next witness. What in the world is Mr. Edgeworth thinking? That's a good question, Mia. No! No! No, no, no! Now then, witness, please state your name and occupation. Yeah... It is... Witness, your name and occupation, please. Oh, God. Gotcha! I wonder what happened to that calm composure he had earlier.
Oh, Reggie boy, it's been what, a year since we last met, hasn't it? You should be more happy to see me.
I saw the report with her testimony, but who knew that under that helmet, it was the Wicked Witch of the witness stand?
I tell you, this time I know what I'm supposed to do. So today, I'm going to tell you anything and everything. Even things that don't have to do with that terrible crime.
This witness, that terrible crime is all this court needs to know.
Oof. Shush! I'm talking to my dear Edgy Wedgie right now. Don't interrupt us, Gramps.
Yes, madam. No, by all means, please interrupt her, please. Anyway, witness your testimony, please. He just oofed.
It's true, though, what they say that youth are hothead nowadays. Not that I mind at all, Edgy. Now then, what should I start with?
The witness was on security detail at the hotel on the night of the murder. Is this correct, Miss Olbach?
It was a great job being able to see my dearie Juan. It was almost too much for my little heart to handle.
You mean you were a fan of the victim? My God, yes it is.
Look, everyone is crazy over that Angad, saying he's cute in a fresh way or something, but not me. I wouldn't say anything so silly. After all, I have no interest in a little child like him. I'm only interested in the real man, Juan Corrida.
But those two were at the same age?
Anyway, as I was saying, I was pacing in front of his room that night.
Very well. Please tell the court what you witnessed on the night of the murder.
Leave it to me, Edgy Poo!
Oh my God, please help. Please help. I'm suffering. What you witnessed.
Anyway, after the ceremony, I went to pace around in the hallway in front of his room.
The last witness is always the murderer. Well, this is only the first day, Husky. Remember that?
There was something I was interested in finding out, you know. Well, since I was on the job, I made sure to keep a good eye out the whole time. That's when someone showed up. It was a man coming out of poor Juan's room. It was on guard, not on guard. He was trying to sneak his way out of Juan's room.
So Mr. Angar came out of the victim's room. Surprise attack on my door. I had to mute myself for a second. Sorry, guys. It's nothing worrying. Don't worry.
See, it has to be him. He's the murderer.
Yeah, sorry. I apologize. It was unintentional. I was not expecting someone to enter my room like that. They usually knock, you know. I see. Well, Mr. Wright, you may begin your cross-examination. Alright, let's go. What you witnessed?
Anyway, after the ceremony, I went to pace around the... Okay, yeah.
Miss Solback, what was your post on that night?
The lobby. I was supposed to help set up the stage for that trifling show. But I refused to help out, have you know. It was for that lead-headed samurai show. Hey, I even took out a few of the nails.
Maybe it was a good thing the show didn't go on.
Besides, that manager with the glasses seemed to be working hard at it without me. So I thought I'd take a break and spread my wings a little.
And that's when you went to hang around the victim's door? There was something I was interested in finding out, you know. Something you were interested in, and just what was that?
It's not some little thing I can just go around telling everyone, you know. It's top secret between me and Juan. I and Eddie, of course.
Mr. Edwards, what is this thing she was interested in? I have no idea. I despise gossip, Your Honor. Spread your wings and fly away from this witness podium. She can't, unfortunately. Gossip? This has something to do with the case, then you can append it to your testimony.
Looks like we should enforce it right now.
And did the witness stay in the vicinity of the victim's door the entire time? Well, since I was on the job, I made sure to keep a good eye out the whole time. Better idea. What is it? Yeeted off a cliff? Oh? Then would you tell us the number of people who went in and out of Mr. Carita's room? Yes.
I have no idea. I wasn't born so I could count things for those who didn't pay attention in class. That's why ever since I turned 20, I quit keeping track of how old I really am.
Yes, well, that would explain why your age was not recorded in the report. In any case, the witness then saw someone, correct? I'm gonna do the same thing this old lady did. From now on, like, I'm turning 20 soon, and from now on I'm just not, like, gonna ignore my age. Oh yeah, that's, oh, I just noticed it.
That's when someone showed up. It was a man coming out of poor Juan's room.
Who in the world was that?
I'm not allowed to say. This sort of information has to be carefully guarded from the masses, Sonny. The man that came out of Juan's room. He was.
You shouldn't have pointed out. Yep. Yes, he was.
I'm too scared. I can't say his name out loud.
Oh, what I wouldn't want to give to have Francisco's whip about now. I got the quote. Please don't. Matthew doesn't know yet. Neither does Darkrai, I think, but please don't. It was such a bad quote. I didn't mean to say it like that, alright?
Well, I guess I can tell you since he was such a bad boy anyway.
It was a very bad quote. It was on guard, not on guard. You saw my client? Are you sure about that?
Yes, see.
No, don't indulge him.
Really? Annoying brat. When I said I saw someone, I saw that person.
Why do I get a sense of deja vu? Maybe to avoid a mess like last year, I should delve into this a bit further. Alright, the person's clothes. Please tell the court about the man's clothes in more detail.
What a troublesome man you are, really, as if something like that matters.
But it does.
Now what was it? Oh yes, it was that thing.
What thing?
That gaudy thing he's always wearing, that racing jacket.
Oh, he was wearing that at the detention center too. Why?
That thing's meant for nothing but seducing women out of their pantaloons. Men.
Right. Oh, Mr. Wright, was this testimony just now important or relevant in any way? Okay, so... It was very important, actually, yeah. Of course it was important, Your Honor. And perhaps you would like to point out what part of that testimony was important? Don't you see it, Edgeworth? Your Honor, I request what the witness said about the jacket to be appended to her testimony. I don't quite see where you're going with this, but alright, witness, please.
Ah, well, I don't like to badmouth anyone without reason, but if I must...
He was wearing his flashy racing jacket. Honestly, it's all just for show. Wait a minute. Alright, it has to be this. Yes! We got it, boys. Missile bag.
What? Don't say my name for no reason.
You know what this is? Oh, I'm not gonna say it. I'm not gonna say it. You're just gonna have to find it. Last stream was Pokemon Black. You'll like it. Anyways, but it was a pretty bad one. I should have added it to the quote counter actually. With the bot. You know what this is?
Ah! It's button number 2 on the German ninja's costume.
Now I know she's an obsessed fan. She identified it in a single glance.
Give it here! Give it here! If you don't give it to me, I'll punish you with this!
Wow, she really is a die-hard fan to want a button covered in blood. The This button was discovered on Mr. Engard's body during a full body search.
See? See? This button proves beyond a shadow of a doubt it was that rascal Engard.
He was caught up in the pleats of his nickel samurai hakama pants.
See? See? That Engard is the nickel samurai.
Witness. Now, it may just be me, and I do have an active imagination, but just now didn't you say that the defendant, Matt Engard, was wearing his usual racing jacket?
Ah, I'm so sorry. Sorry that you judge people based on what they wear. If I were the trendiest dressed, then maybe I'd think of it, but instead I'd have to put up with this ridiculous looking outfit. You'd agree the outfit is hideous, right? I got tempted to guard a red chest in my head, just happy, so happy, I wish I could sweat. I worked hard with a smile on my face, understand now, take a look in the mirror. Your clothes are about as interesting as a documentary on Curly. You should take a tip from Magic Beam, I always got style.
I died. Now hold your tongue till there for 1 second. So what you saw in actuality was not Mr. Engard, the man, but Mr. Engard, the nickel samurai?
When you think about it...
Oh, we've been through this before in Turnabout Samurai.
They're really one and the same anyway.
Miss Solbak, this is a very important point we're talking about.
And do you think so too?
Well, it might be something worth thinking about. Just say it's important and agree with me for a change. Witness, think carefully and try to remember as much as you can before you testify.
Alright, if you insist.
I should be the one sighing, not you. Who I saw.
Engard. Yes, now I remember. The nickel samurai, that's right. That's right, it was the nickel samurai that I saw. Yes, it would have been convenient for him to wear his costume during the murder. He had to go to that post-ceremony stage show right after the crime, you know. So he must have worn that nickel samurai costume when he was stabbing Paul Juan.
Oh, you idiot. I knew it. I knew you'd say he was inside that costume.
What? Did you think there could have been someone else inside that costume? Don't be a bad little boy thinking such weird things.
But the possibility does exist.
Ah, youngins today, I told you, there is no way it was anyone else.
How do you know that?
Because I said so, and what I say is the truth.
At least she's just as delightful as a witness as she was a year ago. Sure, you may cross-examine the witness. Oh my god. Please. I'm actually lightheaded from all that dialogue before. Engard, yes, now I remember. I think I know what it is. Be a little more careful with your testimony, please. Not too long ago, you said he was wearing his racing jacket, and now he's not?
Not too long ago. And let me ask you this, when you were itty-bitty, what was your grand dream?
Huh?
What did you want to be when you grew up, whippersnapper?
My dream, huh? Well, I, wanted to be Judge Wagner, hero of the public's court. So what?
See? And look at where you are now. Where you are now. You're not Judge Wagner, are you?
Well...
What I said earlier. Who puts any weight into things like that? The now is everything. I can't be held responsible for the past.
Since when did court become theatrics over testimonies?
All that matters is that man was inside that costume. Isn't that enough?
It would have been convenient. Stalling.jpg. Yep. Why a JPEG? Why not a PNG or a PXR? And why would that be?
That way, no one could see his face, of course.
But there's still no advantage for him that I can see. In fact, you would think that the costume would make him stand out all the more.
You're such an annoying child, you know that? You disagree with everything I say.
Okay, fair enough. Isn't that what you're always doing to me?
I got it. Maybe it was more troublesome for him to change in and out of his costume.
Jesus. You have to go to that post-ceremony stage show right after the crime, you know? Was there anyone else scheduled to appear at the post-ceremony show?
Well, all the contestants were supposed to go on stage in a friendly gesture thing.
And that included the Jammin' Ninja.
Of course it included him. That's why when Engard came out of Dear Juan's room, I didn't give it a second thought.
I see.
But anyway... So he must have worn that nickel samurai costume when he was stabbing Paul Juan.
I think I know what it is, but I'm gonna press anyways. So let me ask you one last time. The person you saw, it really was the nickel samurai?
As showy as ever. Haven't I been saying that from the very beginning?
Can I throw in the towel yet?
You don't need to think too hard on this one.
Huh?
There's a contradiction in her testimony and it's sitting in plain sight. The question is what that contradiction means for us.
Well, I have to figure out what you're talking about first, but okay. Yeah, me too. I don't know. I don't understand. I think I know, but I'm actually gonna save again because this trial is actually kind of tricky. You saw that before. It was an unlimited penalty right from the get-go. This trial ain't messing around. If you fuck up, you're dead. Strangled with a scarf, then stabbed with a knife. Alright, I need to think about this one. I thought I knew it. He must have worn the nickel samurai costume when he was stabbing poor Juan. Oh, wait a minute. Yes! Please take a look at this.
Yeah, so it's a knife. Big deal. If you're trying to scare me with that, I'll have you know it won't work.
No, that's not my intention at all. That's a knife that was used in the murder, correct? Your Honor, do you know why this piece of evidence is important to this case? You don't even have to ask. It's because the defendant's fingerprints are on it. Is that what you're driving at? That is exactly what I'm driving at. What are we driving at? And whose car are we driving? If Mr. Ungard was really in the nickel samurai costume at the time of the murder, then it's impossible for his fingerprints to have been left on this knife. Actually, he would have wiped all previous fingerprints on this knife right off. That's true. Oh, that's right. The nickel samurai wears gloves, doesn't he? He probably took his gloves off before he began the stabbing. Why though? And why would he do something like that to leave his prints on the murder weapon? There is no way he would do something like that. However, there is one possibility. Then let's hear your possibility. It's very simple. The defendant went to the victim's room while in costume as a nickel samurai. At that time, the defendant had no intent to murder. He was probably just going to relax and talk with the victim about the stage show. Which is why he took his gloves off. I got some water. Some fresh water, I get it. Me too. Water, pure water. I need to stop. But the murder did still to take place. It's well known that the defendant and the victim had bad blood between them. Yes, I have heard of that. Oh, Mr. Wright, how do you have to say about Mr. Edwards' theory? So let me get this straight. Edwards' theory goes like this. They sent the wrong way, yes. Oh! Husky got rigged. Husky got scammed. Husky gets scammed in 2019, not clickbait. When the defendant went to the victim's room, he had no intentions of killing him. Now, up to this point, are there any problems with his testimony? There are no problems. I can't see any real problems with this theory.
If you let Edward's theory stand, then we're one very large step closer to a guilty verdict. Look at the court record again and take another shot at it.
Yeah, I just have to think about it one more time. Alright, please make your decision too. Let me get this straight. Alright. When the defendant went to the victim's room, he had no intentions of killing him. Now, up to this point, are there... Oh, the knife itself! This theory contradicts something in an earlier testimony. What are you babbling about? Now, for argument's sake, let's suppose Mr. Ungard was the killer. If that's the case, I think it's impossible for the killer to have gone to the victim's room without intent. It has to be the knife, right? Ah, there we go. This knife. This was used by Mr. Ungard at dinner. Yes, we did establish that. Which means that if my client was in fact the killer, then he brought this knife with him when he went to visit Mr. Corrida. I suppose. However, you just said it yourself. At that time, the defendant held no intent to murder. If that were true, then why would he bring a knife? He wouldn't, would he? Which means, Mr. Edgeworth, your theory was flawed from supposition 1. And one more thing. If the murderer was wearing the costume at the time of the murder, hold on, guys. All right, there we go. Then there should be glove marks left on the knife, which means the defendant's fingerprints shouldn't be all over like bees on a hive. And that brings me to my final point. This knife was planted by the real killer to hide their identity and mislead us. Order! Order, I say! Order in the court! Was this knife really planted by the killer? Why would the murderer do such a thing? To frame Matt Angard. It's to frame my client, Mr. Angard, of course. To frame? Aren't you forcing the interpretation just a little too hard on this one? But we just established that the witness saw the nickel samurai in costume, and if that were true, that there shouldn't be a single fingerprint on this knife. Witness. Looks like I've made your life a tiny bit more difficult, eh, Angie? Witness, did you or did you not see the nickel samurai? Well, I guess at first I might have forgotten, but... Are you saying you mixed up Mr. Angard with the nickel samurai, his character on TV? I mean, I can't really do anything about that. Look, I was waiting around in front of their doors because, well, if I wasn't waiting around for the nickel samurai, that's for sure. She wasn't waiting for the nickel samurai. Alright then, who are you waiting around for then? That's top secret to anyone outside of security. I have a feeling that you were waiting for Mr. Juan Carrera. Am I correct, witness? The way you think, you are a sad amateur with a terrible case of nearsightedness. Amateur? Me? What am I an amateur of? So old bag was waiting around in front of the victim's room. But it doesn't sound like she was waiting to catch a glimpse of Mr. Carrera. Maybe Phoenix. Maybe the old bag was waiting around for that person. If it's who I think Mia is hinting at, it's certainly possible. Miss Soulbag, you were waiting for this person to come out of the victim's room, weren't you? Who is this person? This is Adrian Andrews, Mr. Angard's manager. But why would the defendant's manager be in the victim's room? Seems that this is the latest rumor in circulation, Your Honor. Oh, this is... Ah, I see. The judge seems to be really into the article, if it can be called such a thing. I was using Absorb for Alligator, and I said that I needed the life force inside me. But that was stupid, alright? That was just incredibly stupid of me. And this manager with the initials AA, are you saying it's... Adrian Andrews, without a doubt, the witness thought so as well. Looks like you found me out. Well, that's fine. I can throw away this whole sworn to confidentiality stuff. Witness? What in the world are you... Watch out, Phoenix. I've got a bad feeling about this. Yeah, goddamn teddy bear. Yeah, it was basically that. I got some information. It was a Teddy Ursa. It was threatening to kill my entire team. I needed that. Some very secret information from a certain source. So that's why I was doing my own little investigation, in secret, of course. What for? Oh, just for myself. Personal reasons and all that. Well, Mr. Edgeworth, how will you proceed from here? I really don't want to do this, however I cannot simply let this point slide. I see. Very well then, witness, please testify about this secret information. Get ready! This is going to take the wind out of you young'uns! I'm sure we're all capable of handling this, really. It's not like we're 10 years old. I'm not sure if I can finish this trial today, honestly. That Angard is one evil, evil man. He thought he could ruin poor Juan by causing a huge scandal. So to do that, he sent his own manager to get in close with Juan. I cannot condone such dirty tricks, so I took action. Oh, and this is top secret. You got that? Nobody else but you and me know yet, okay? The defendant and his manager. What a distasteful topic for this court. What? Nobody's above gossip. And isn't there a saying? The truth is never pleasant. Never heard that one before. Radford, how about this? What about this Adrian Andrews person? We have looked into this matter. Hold on. Jesus Christ, today is the day of barging into rooms. Ugh. Anyways, we have looked into this matter and found that the truth the article proposes is in fact baseless gossip. But should this be true? Then this proves that the defendant did bear ill will towards the victim. So this means I have to smash this rumor once and for all. Now then, Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine the witness. Be careful, the old back seems rather excited right now. That's right! Unguard is nothing but your average foul-blooded youth. Well, as the old saying goes, you've gotta burn old bags with fire. Time to fire up the afterburners and hit the highway to the danger zone. Jesus, Phoenix. You sure you want to do that? That Unguard is one evil, evil man. He thought he could ruin poor Juan by causing a huge scandal. Alright, let's start. A scandal? What do you mean by that? You're a dim-witted one, aren't you? I can't believe you don't know what a scandal is. What? What? I don't know what you're talking about, actually. Oh, fire. Oh, fire. I get it. Honestly, what are they teaching kids in middle school these days? No, I wasn't asking what the word scandal means. The word scandal means. Even I know that much. Well, that Unguard thought he could own a monopoly on popularity. So to do that, he sent his own manager to get him close with Juan. Okay. You don't have any proof that Mr. Unguard did any such thing. You must be suffering from shock, the shock of hearing the truth. And now since you're in so much shock, you can't do any... Oh my god, the verbs. You can't do anything right. You're right, I can't do anything, but boy do I wish I could do something about you. Alright then, Sonny, show me what you got. Can you show me proof that Unguard didn't bear any ill will towards Juan? Oh my god, that face. Do I have anything? I don't. I don't think I don't, so, I don't have anything to offer. See? Just as I thought. And you were lecturing me about saying things without proof. You're just giving me a free pass to see wherever I want, silly boy. You and my big mouth. That's the way the cookie crumbles, for you anyway. Not condone such dirty tricks, so I took action. Okay, what did you do? So what do you mean by I took action? Like I already told you, I was lying in wait close to the crime scene. Cookie, yeah. Once that slimy woman came out of Juan's room, I was going to capture her and teach her a good lesson. Something you young'uns need. You're going to teach her a good lesson? I was going to make her eat the damaging beams of my ray gun. I switched it. It's ray gun. Make this no stop. Well, it was too bad that woman didn't come through that door that night. Oh, and this is top secret. Really? Shut up, Husky. It never happened. Oh my god, what am I doing? Wait. What? I'm a busy woman. Tea time with the kids is over. Secret information that no one else knows yet. That's true, then how do you know this secret information? You're playing your... Fuck off. Well, that's because I'm a pro. Yes, that's it. It's a secret! Even if you drill a hole into my brain, you'll never find out. How in the world did our old bag get such a secret piece of information? I have evidence. So no one else is supposed to know the secret information, correct? That's true, then why do you know it, Miss Oldbag? Why are you looking at me like that? Stop that! Witness. I'm sad to say it, but this is how you found out this secret, isn't it?
Take that!
The investigative photographer, Lotta Hart. Oh yes, I remember that mischievous girl. She reported that she had lost a certain note she had written to herself. You reported such a thing? On that piece of paper, she had written down some of her outright impressions about the relationship between the victim and Miss Andrews. Husky. Oh, that's pursuit. This cold hat is difficult. Yeah. What outrageous ideas you say? No. I said impressions. Then. then everything written on this piece of paper is completely meaningless. Ah, that's it. That's the note. No, you see, this is something completely different. This is my top secret list of groceries to buy.
Then you are the one who took Miss Hart's note.
I'm a huge fan of Juan's, that's why. That infamous puffy-haired whippersnapper. She's working with that evil Ungard. She said so herself. Ungard, I'm his sidekick. She was so happy, smiling like a silly duck.
God damn it.
I was only checking what she had written. Auntie Boo, you believe me, don't you? I was only trying to help out like the little angel I am. It's only one little piece of paper. I've never taken anything else before.
You really should come with a supply of cheese to match your vintage wine. Oh, burn! 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 Axel from Kingdom Hearts, you can tell. Burn, baby! Well, it was only a piece of paper. I suppose we can overlook this just this once. She looks like she's really sorry. Should I forgive her?
Pile on more pressure.
There's the Miles hedge. If I let up on her now, she'll get away. But I have to find some way to inflict a deafening blow to the prosecution. Witness, you said that the only thing you stole was that note. Is this correct?
Stole? Why didn't you listen more carefully, you annoying brat? I saved this piece of paper from the terrible lonely trash can, that's all.
You're lying, damn it, and I can prove it. Jesus, Phoenix, I just realized it. You're lying, damn it, and I can prove it.
Are you putting my credibility under scrutiny again?
It's so bad. I don't believe that the note is the only thing you stole that night. Miss Solback, then that note was with a camera inside its case, wasn't it? A camera? Yesterday, Lotta Hart was raising a huge stink over her camera. She kept saying something like, my sweetie's $1,600 cameras disappeared on me. Why? Witness?
What is it, Gramps?
If you have the note, then it is only logical that you have the camera too.
Looks like you found me out again, Sonny. Is this the camera you're looking for?
That's...
What? Even though I look like this, I'm still a person, you know? I still eat meals like you, I fall in love, and I borrow things from people.
I think your definition of borrow is a little off.
I saw that woman's business card, and that's when I noticed it said, Slimeback Celebrity Photographer Extraordinaire. Well, when I saw that, I had to know what sort of pictures she had taken. I'm a professional security guard, it's my business to know these things.
Bailiff, take this camera's photos, hurry! We must examine them at once! I'm not sure I can finish this trial, honestly. Well, Mr. Edgeworth, what do we have? There's only one photo that seems to be relevant to this case. Let's present it to the court. And hey, Eclectic, how's it going? Thanks for coming in. Oh, you're not taking your usual entry. Is that because of Old Bag? I can understand. This is the Nickel Samurai.
See, I told you, that's the guy I saw.
This proves that the witness was not lying earlier about this matter. What does this all mean, Mr. Edgeworth? This photo by itself does not prove that the person in it is the defendant. However, in his own confession, Mr. Engard clearly stated that at the time of the murder, he was still in his Nickel Samurai costume. Yeah, I can understand that. If that is the case, then this Nickel Samurai is... the defendant. Obviously, because I'm Edgeworth. I don't lose. How did it come to this? I think this brings us up to the end. We have examined every piece of evidence thoroughly. Final comments, Mr. Wright? This court will consider them before we close. Do you agree that this photo is decisive evidence against your client? This photo really is decisive, then we're done for. If I raise an objection here and blow it, then I would put my life in jeopardy. Alright, I'm gonna say, I think I know what I'm doing here. I know what I'm doing. I think I know what I'm doing. Sort of, kind of, maybe. I don't know. I can't make a mistake here. There is only one road out of this mess. Let's BS! We'll BS our way through. This photo that Lotta took, there's... maybe. There's something strange with it. There's something strange with this photo. I knew this was coming, right? Your thoughts, Mr. Edward?
I think we can all agree there is nothing strange with this photo. There is no way for the defense to debunk this photo, even with a bunker buster. Debunk with a bunker buster. Is that what you're planning to do, Mr. Wright? Anyway, please look at the photo one more time. You really believe you can honestly find something wrong with this photo? And you should only need one chance, correct? Oh, that's the second and limited penalty of this one. Well, I do have to find something wrong with this photo. I can't let this chance go by. Where in the heck did she take this picture anyway? It's a lot of focus. Why can't she take a good shot, especially when it counts? Damn it, Lotta! Now then, let's hear your objection. Oh god, here we go. What about this photo is strange? It's here, I think. Please be right. It's right! It's right, yes! I would like to direct the court's attention to this one area right here. What are you pointing to? His ankles? If you could see this person's ankle, that would be one thing. Major... What is... Wow. Alright. Whew. I don't know what the fuck just happened, honestly. My internet decided to commit die. Are we back? Can someone say we're back for sure? Please? Can someone say like, yes, we're back? Please, I need that confirmation. Guys? Guys, please? Can someone say we're back? Alright. Yeah, it was probably my internet. We lost some frames already. I don't know what's going on. Maybe I'll have to end it here after this part of the trial, honestly. Just let my internet rest. Anyways. If you could see this person's ankle, that would be one thing. However, you can't. And what does that mean? The nickel samurai in this photo could not have been Mr. Engard. What is the meaning of this? I wonder if you care to elaborate with actual facts, that is. Let's take a look at the nickel samurai's poster. At least I got it right. That's good. Please pay particular attention to the area around the bottom of the hakama. His socks. You can see his socks. Exactly. However, in this photo, the nickel samurai is clearly holding his hakama up just to walk. There's only one explanation for this. The person inside this costume is clearly much shorter than the defendant. Here we go, Phoenix bullshitting his way out of another one. No longer... Someone's too short for their breath. God damn it. Alright, I think I've turned things around for myself this time. That's curious. Huh? What is? The truth is unusually calm today. That's true. He's just letting the trial run itself, as if he's only along for the ride. Along for the ride? What do you mean by that? I can only think that perhaps he doesn't feel under attack at all. He doesn't feel under attack? And he's not taking any damage? No, it's another boss that doesn't take damage. I'll take you to the promised land. Oh god. Well, we did smoke that guy in Kingdom Hearts 1, let's be honest. Sephiroth was like consumed by our strength. Sir Edgeworth, where does this leave us? The person in this photo is not Madame Guard. Then everything the prosecution has tried to prove has become meaningless. I thought it would come to this. What? Right, I have something I want to ask you. I think you have proven that the person inside this costume is not Madame Guard. In that case, who is this a photo of? Bitch, you're forcing my hand. Who is the person wearing the nickel samurai costume? Don't stress out over this, Phoenix. It's very simple. All you should be focused on is Edgeworth's attitude. No, don't you think? Yeah. Why is he so calm? Right. Let's hear your thoughts. Who is the person in this photograph? It is Adrian Andrews. Adrian Andrews? If you want to know who that nickel samurai is, it is none other than this woman. And why would you say it would be Miss Andrews? What in the world points you to her? For starters, she's short. You're supposed to be thinking, yeah. and she could freely move in and out of Mr. Ngard's room. Finally, she had dinner with Mr. Ngard that night. How does that all add up? It means that it makes it very easy for her to get a certain item. A certain knife with Mr. Ngard's fingerprints all over it. The knife that was used as a murder weapon! Why don't you just say what it is you want, Wright? She's sure, yeah. I have to do this now. This is my last chance to turn things around. The defense motions to indict Miss Adrian Andrews in the murder of one Corrida. It was Miss Andrews who tried to frame the defendant for the crime. Order! 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 It looks like this trial has hit a most unexpected development. Mr. Edgeworth! Yes, Your Honor. This court is issuing a sub poena for Miss Adrian Andrews. The verdict cannot be passed without first hearing your testimony. Alright, this is it. This is kind of bad for us. Huh? What do you mean? Adrian Andrews is summoned to court as a witness. It means that the trial will go on for another day. One more day? Ah! If I don't get a verdict today, then my... Now then, we shall set Miss Andrews' testimony for tomorrow. What am I supposed to do? The judge is about to adjourn the court. Now then.
Objection!
Please, Your Honor, continue the trial. You must pass a verdict today. I can't do that. I cannot hear Miss Andrews' testimony. She's not... I abhor wasting such valuable time. Edgeworth? Your Honor, I request... Oh god, my internet is going bonkers again. What the hell is wrong with this? Okay, hold on, guys. Forget about that spelling error. I'm sorry about that. I really don't know what's up today, but I'm not going to be able to do 2-2, unfortunately. Oh, that's bad. That's actually really bad. Your Honor, I request that you please continue with today's trial. But we cannot continue due to this unexpected development. Unexpected development? I think you underestimate me, Your Honor. What do you mean by that? Oh, come on! That Mr. Phoenix Wright would slave his way to subponing Mr. Adrian Andrews is all happening according to plan, even if Wright was a bit slow to catch on. Yeah, that is true. Grit Revival is worth it. Absolutely. What? What is the meaning of your statement, Mr. Edgeworth? Miss Adrian Andrews is currently waiting in the prosecution lobby. She is the next witness. Everything was planned out in advance by that man? Somehow I knew there was no way Edgeworth would overlook Miss Andrews. Looks like this battle is far from over. Exactly. Very well, we will call the next witness. However, before we proceed, we shall take a 10-minute recess. Please prepare your witness in that time, Mr. Edgeworth. The court will now take a 10-minute recess. Edgeworth with the save, boy. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to continue onward today, actually. Unfortunately, because my internet is being a big dummy-dumb. Well, maybe now I can... No, it's best if I don't. Well, let's do the following. I'm going to do episode 12. Let's see, today's Monday, Thursday. Oh my god, I'm gonna do episode 12 and I'm gonna call it the same name but part 2 because, because it's part 2. It's supposed to be, the 2 episodes together would make 1, but unfortunately my internet doesn't want to cooperate with me today. As well as I don't have the time to, yeah, you big dum-dum, I can't do anything else. I'm sorry guys, my internet today is just not having it at all. Hey, maybe I can take this time to record Danganronpa 2 finally? I don't know. Maybe. Maybe. Probably not. I really don't have the time to do it. I'm so overworked. It's I'm working more in my holidays than I would in my university time. That's strange. Anyways, I guess that'll be all for today, guys. Unfortunately, we're ending the stream earlier because, well, do it. I know you want to see me suffer. I know that you know what's coming up in chapter 2, and I know that you know that I know. God damn it! And I know that you know that I know what's coming for me as well. So, guys, that'll be all for today. Thank you all so much for watching this, well, laggy as hell stream. If you like the stream, consider leaving a like and subscribing if you are new to the channel. And if you want to be notified of future streams like this one, hit the little bell. You know what to do. Also, if you want to join my Discord server for absolutely no reason at all, hit the little link in the description below, guys. Until next time, peace!